Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to go ahead and hop into this one, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can just suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things that we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like. Drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4. Let me stand next to your fire.
It checks all our boxes. Hardwood floors, breakfast nook bay window, cozy and charming.
Cozy means small and charming means old. Where did you find this place?
And those are bad?
This is the one, Fitz. I can feel it.
Well, and it's definitely within our price range.
Can one really put a dollar amount on the perfect home?
Yes.
Aww. They're getting a place.
Trying to figure out a less deadly way to secure our ghost victims. Take lots of pictures.
You've got it. Plenty of pictures. And good luck. I'll see you tonight. Love you.
Yep.
Oh, ha 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 ha. God, I love it. Oh no. Oh God, I got the feelings before.
I'm here about the apartment.
You leave my Fitz Simmons alone. Simmons?
Is anybody here?
Simmons? Leave! This apartment looks familiar. Like I've seen this set on another show or something like that.
Daisy? Sorry.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I had nowhere else to turn.
Oh! That's a little bit more than her arms getting all jacked up. What the fuck happened to her?
Eli, you've got a visitor.
No.
Who the hell are you?
Agent Phil Coulson.
Oh, what the hell?
S.H.I.E.L.D? Still a thing?
We're making a comeback.
We're on our reunion tour.
I'm sure it wasn't easy growing up where you did, but you were 1 in 10 from your high school to graduate from college and the only one to go on and get a PhD. You worked hard to provide for your sister and her kids, so I think you're a decent guy.
Aww.
I don't expect you to open up to a suit with a badge.
Suits like you is why I'm in here.
But there's a chance, if you help me, that I can help you get out of here.
Interesting. Let's see how that goes. I like that these threads, even though they're not sure how they connect,
for you, Agent Mack.
that they are kind of coming together, even though everybody's working with like pieces of the puzzle that the others don't have. It's fun.
Ada's my assistant. She's been tending to you since the procedure.
Procedure?
Dr. Radcliffe stopped your heart for 7 minutes in order to reboot your central nervous system.
You did what?
Let's go. That's hilarious.
And we had to carefully, gently kill you. Just a little bit.
Just a little death.
Yes, and came back.
Killed by Radcliffe.
All for a good cause.
All these years, all these, larger than life foes, and killed by Radcliffe.
Whoever took this bullet out did an awful job.
I don't get an A for effort.
You haven't been to a proper doctor?
Oh, she tried to get a... Who shot her? When did that happen? She was at, what's-his-face's place last we left her. Or maybe I'm forgetting about it. Maybe she was shot last episode and I don't remember that.
Those bone restoration pills you've been stealing don't relieve pain. Are you using your arm gauntlets? They don't work perfectly, but we specifically designed them so that
They're not exactly incognito. Stop mothering me.
Maybe we can make some more compact versions of them. Advancements that have been made on like Coulson's hand alone, maybe they can make something a little more inconspicuous.
Am I the bird or the stone?
Yes.
Inhuman asset numbers and GPS coordinates.
Why do you have these?
Snagged them from a group of watchdogs on my way here on a bullet for my trouble.
Oh, well, there we go.
S.H.I.E.L.D. servers are more secure now than they've ever been. They're held offline in protected government facilities to
Keep out people like me? Yeah, well, they're getting in somehow. I need you to do the same for me.
You want me to help you hack my own organization?
I think somebody else has a little inside hand as well
I
somewhere.
did mandatory lie detection tests. I can't just voluntarily aid a wanted vigilante.
Man, her arm is fucked up.
What if it wasn't voluntary?
Oh my God.
I've missed you too.
It's hard to lose people you care about. Believe me, I know. Somewhere along the way, something went.
What if I pretended to point this gun at you and you just told them it was under duress?
Your colleagues, turns out they didn't die that day.
What the hell are you talking about?
They're alive, and they've gained abilities they're using to hurt people.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's usually when I enter the picture.
That's when they call us.
I have to move on with my life.
Any detail, even if it seems small, could lead us to something. I can't talk to the only other person related to this case because you put them in a coma. You're all I've got.
Wait, so there's someone still alive, but in a coma.
There's a direction for you.
Damn, that sucks. But maybe Gabriel will be able to come in here and get some intel and then progress that forward from that front, which will eventually loop back around to our guys getting on the right track. Hey! Perfect timing.
What?
Does he recognize him?
Matchstick guy.
From Momentum Lab?
Yeah, get in the car, I'm driving.
Oh, hell no.
You can't work on Lola. You can't drive Lola. Don't even look at Lola. No joke, that looked like a toy car. I don't know what it was. Something about the way that was shot or the way the car was moving. It just, for that car to move like that, it just like threw off my brain for some reason. Because I know it was real. It just looks like a toy car to me for some reason.
210, 220?
That's not the extra way that you're driving. You should have let me take the wheel.
My car, I drive. Wouldn't fit behind the wheel anyway.
You're too big, Mack. He's a Big Mac. I love these movie trucks because no real truck actually has that much clearance under it. I've checked. Damn, what a chase so far. God damn. We are still going.
Have to do better than that.
You know, all in all, worst case scenario, Lola could fucking fly too. Damn, man.
Can't be a standard Magnum under the hood. That's got to be at least a 426 Hemi.
Maybe admire his car after we catch him. What do you think?
Uh-oh. Too soon. Oh! Oh, you gotta be kidding. Wow. God damn. It doesn't flame on.
Now, right? Isn't that how this works?
That is how it works. Get his pink slip.
Every day at the same time, Agent Elizabeth Albee brings a drive with updated information to this location.
I'm to steal her ID badge.
So I can clone it and put a fake identity on top of it. I'm gonna take this flash drive,
Insert it into the server.
and it'll give me remote access. There she is, right on time. Okay, so we need to... Simmons. Simmons! What the hell is she doing?
Trust her. She's so confused. That face on Daisy is great.
What do you mean you nailed it? What did you even do?
I simply told Agent Albee that there was new information on the flash drive and she's going to deliver it with the rest. That should give us access.
How did you get her to agree to that?
As S.H.I.E.L.D. Special Advisor in Science and Technology, she works for me. I'm the boss.
That is fucking amazing.
What I wouldn't have given for that in primary school. I used to get so nervous my eyes would all bug out and I'd lose my breath.
You're right, your eyes do all bug out when you get nervous.
Why are you not nervous?
Because I let her out.
He's like, what are you doing?
This is the ultimate Turing test. And who better to put Ada through her paces than the most discerning, formidable agent that S.H.I.E.L.D. has to offer?
That's a very, very strenuous test right there.
Art and science have their meeting and method.
Do not go quoting bloody Bulwer Lytton at me.
Fitz.
His mannerisms are fucking amazing. They're so good.
Hello, Fitz. Always nice to see you.
Hello.
Smooth.
Still waiting for them to finish the test so I could get the hell out of here.
Just assessing any last glitches before we send May on her way.
Nice use of phrase there.
We'll leave the women to it, shall we?
Hey, so far it seems to be going great.
See how many compromised names you weren't able to... Wait, I recognize that number. Who is it?
James. I haven't seen him since.
Oh.
You can't push us away and then come crawling back half dead only when you feel like it. It isn't fair. You've already put a gun to my head. We're in this together now.
She's like, wait, hold on. She's like, what happened to Simmons when I left, man? Let's go. Stand up.
Hands off my ride, man. The car is safe. Your situation's a little more precarious.
You really think this thing can hold me?
It's contained a lot more dangerous people than you.
Is that a dare?
I've heard rumors from your part of the world.
Hey, try. We need to test it.
A few bad habits. One really bad habit of killing people.
Only those who have it coming.
From what I can tell, that seems to be true, which makes you a little more interesting. How do you do it? You're not an inhuman, are you?
Why do you guys keep asking me that?
Then where does your power come from?
I made a deal with the devil.
Hold on, where is it?
Ghosts? Devils? You believe any of this stuff we're dealing with?
I believe in God, so I gotta believe in the other thing.
Well, in my experience, gods usually turn out to be aliens.
Alien would definitely explain the things he can do.
Or not.
You said Daisy trusted.
Maybe. Why? What are you thinking?
Well, we're gonna let him out. We're gonna trust him. If Daisy trusts him, I trust him. This is where his blind spot comes into place.
I think it's time I make a deal with the devil myself.
Let's go. I'm loving this so much.
This is where James works.
Afraid so.
Well, whoever's running the terrible ideas division is crushing it.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's hilarious, though.
Quake now, isn't it?
I didn't come up with it. It's growing on me.
Burning the candle at both ends.
Speaking of burning, fireworks, really, with your powers.
It's a nice touch.
Long time smoker, 30 years. He gave up last summer. He keeps a single cigarette on his desk. It's a constant reminder of what he doesn't want to be. It's kind of like that.
Aww. I kind of like that.
They can track your location.
So you think they're after me?
It's only a matter of time. Take it off.
I wasn't really a willing participant in this little security measure. Mine doesn't come off.
The watchdogs won't let you. They're coming to take that life.
What's it worth, anyway? I go from my rubbish job to my rubbish apartment. I got no family. No. I got some stuff to finish up, but meet me after closing at the public storage place next door. Pod 212, second floor. I got something that might help.
Let's go. Form our own little team.
Damn, you two must be straight loco letting me out of my cage like that.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
I flamed up, I can bring this whole plane crashing down.
With you in it? I don't think you'll do that.
Well, I mean, he won't die. I mean, he'll survive it, so who cares, really, for him?
All we ask is that you let us listen in on the conversation.
And if I say no?
Well, then we open another door for you, but we won't land first.
Just to track your improvements before we release you.
It's a gulpy.
Excuse me?
Agent May says you can shove all your tests up your ass.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Speak Chinese. Where are you from?
Well,
Oh
of me is
no!
Chinese.
Canadian.
Oh, most of me is Chinese. Oh, goddamn. That is hilarious.
It's too bad. I like her. No
Aw.
nonsense, just business. Very impressive.
Like you. Very robotic, right? That's hilarious.
How's my baby doing? You mean our baby? Had to replace the fan belt. She's been overheating a bit lately. Nothing to worry about.
Overheating.
Good.
Really? I don't think that has anything to do with the car.
They needed an engineer to help them build their design. They said they were very impressed with me. But what they really wanted was someone who wouldn't ask too many questions.
And what were you building?
A quantum particle generator. It's a machine that can create matter.
Lovely.
What I wanted was...
Revenge. Why didn't you tell me any of this before?
You're just a kid. I was supposed to take care of you and I let you down. These are my demons. They're not yours.
Well, about
This
that.
accident must be how she got her powers. Find out where she'd go. What is she after?
Or she is dead, but conveniently death brings powers. I can't wait until we iron out specifically what this
I
is.
don't know what it's called. They gave them the knowledge to build a machine. It has all the knowledge that anyone could ever need. They all read it? Yeah, they were obsessed with it.
Oh.
This book is evil, Robbie. I don't want you involved.
They built this machine based on what they learned from the Darkhold?
We got a situation with an asset. Evolve to one.
Somebody's gonna come through that wall.
Wake up, Joseph. I need you. Wake up, please. Tell me, where's the book?
At the library in Westview.
I held up my end of the deal, all right? Either we go and get after it, or I take my car and I do it myself.
We need to make a detour. We could use your help if you're still interested in our arrangement. That depends on you.
This is an interesting little change of pace.
Sometimes it's okay to lie to shield people from certain truths, to spare their feelings, or to save a life.
Whose life was Fitz saving when he lied?
Yours.
Hopefully this helps her understand rather than break her tenets, like to override them based on what new information. Dangerous stuff we're playing around with.
Quake and the amazing bomb boy.
How about you go wait in the van?
We're supposed to be helping
It's
him.
Bomber
I
Man.
am helping him.
Or not Gambit.
Use a different type of firepower right now.
I got you covered. Remember, I was lighting fuses long before I was the fuse.
Maybe doing some good will make you feel better.
I think it might. Yeah.
Why do I feel like something's off here? Oh. See, I thought maybe he was leading them into something.
Only thing is, the watchdogs aren't my enemy.
Oh my, yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
How could you do this to us?
How could you do this to me? You're the one that turned me into this freak of nature.
You were obsessed with going
Oh,
through
yeah.
Genesis. I gave you what
That's
you
the
wanted.
spin.
I didn't ask for this. Hive and bloody misery?
That's true.
Watchdogs have the right idea.
Wow, holy shit.
Hey!
Hunted like the animals that we are. And I'm gonna be the last one to go.
I had such a bad feeling about this, but I did not think he would turn to side with them.
I hate all of us.
I mean, that kind of lines up with the life he was living before. Nice. That sucks, though.
This is gonna be fun.
Do another move like that and you're likely to break every bone in your arms.
Yeah, I might have done that already. How many shots you got left? Not enough.
I would like a number.
Perfect night for a little mayhem. Wouldn't you say, Quake?
How's he know they're still in this hallway?
No, killing you may not bring me peace.
I mean, he's clearly a little smarter than the other goons. Damn, man. They both took that whole hive situation on very different ways. I want to see him throw down with Ghost Rider.
A little more than usual.
Oh! Oh! Speaking of, yes! I forgot they were heading here. I completely forgot these were converging.
You think you are, but you just made a big mistake.
Funny. I was gonna say the same thing. Without the accent.
Robbie?
Take the stairs, find Agent Coulson.
Coulson.
Go.
You've done fucked up, bud.
It's time to pay for your sins.
One devil to another. Damn, though, I was about to say I feel bad for James, but he's doing this.
What the hell are you doing here?
We came to find James. We thought he may be targeted by the watchdogs, but...
We?
That's exactly why we're here.
Is everybody lying to us about Daisy?
The GPS signal went out, so we came to his last recorded location and found it overrun with these guys.
Coulson's face. God damn.
James turned on us. He's working with the watchdogs.
And it's a good thing we brought Robbie Reyes. Fight fire with fire. It's a saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be the last one to die.
Well, you can try what you want. That ain't... Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no! Get out! Everybody, leave!
Drop into a warehouse full of fireworks?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I see that coming.
Get the fuck out of here, please. I love that though. Did two fire dudes just fall into a house, building full of fireworks? All of this is just Mack's stone cold face. Oh, he is cooked. Not dead though, I would presume.
Shit alive, right?
He got off easy.
Thank you for saving Simmons and I back there.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna say anything else?
Nothing else to say. I'm just glad you're safe.
The watchdogs are...
Watchdogs took a hit, but we have to put them on the back burner for now. We have a more pressing threat on our hands.
Sorry, but for me, nothing is more pressing than...
Look, I know you two like to work alone, settling scores that are personal. That's not how we work here at S.H.I.E.L.D. We work together to keep everyone safe from things like this.
Is that the book my uncle was talking about?
I think so.
You know where to find it?
No one ever has. Not Daniel Whitehall. Not the Red Skull. Not even Nick Fury himself. It's called the Darkhold. Been referred to as a book of sins, a book of spells, infinite knowledge. I don't know what it is, but I do know that it's in all of our best interest to keep it out of the wrong hands. That shipment you were tracking in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I thought it was a weapon.
In the form of a person. So you may want to be solo, but forces beyond our control are driving us together. You don't need us? Fine. Right now we need you.
Damn. Wow.
Do you have any idea where to start?
Joseph Bauer, the man Robbie's uncle said was at the center of all this. He's been in a coma all these years. Well, he just woke up.
Shit. Fuck. This is such a good episode.
I would like to thank you again, Agent May, for all your help.
Yeah, we know the tests were obnoxious enough to make you arrest someone. Just glad that person wasn't me.
Oh, please don't tell me it's Simmons.
Need a lift?
Shit.
It's good to see you back in fighting form.
Dying takes a lot out of you.
I've heard. We should start a club, get some t-shirts made up.
Thank you for your help.
It was my pleasure, Agent May.
I don't think we met. Phil Coulson.
Oh, God.
I'm Ada.
My assistant.
Uh-oh.
How long have you been lending a hand to our friend Dr. Radcliffe?
Since he gave me hands.
Oh.
Well.
Impeccable work. I'm a fellow amputee. What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Ooh!
I've actually been this way since birth. Thank God for Dr. Radcliffe and Dr. Fitz's work.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, she knows exactly what's going on here.
Ada, she's beautiful.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, she's all right, I guess. I prefer classical beauty myself.
She's so real.
Okay, she knew. Okay, I thought this was going to be a jealousy thing for a second.
Fitz, she's an android.
God, she's too smart for his own good.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to. Obviously, you can't tell the new director. And what with your lie detector test becoming more frequent, who knows the next time they're going to call you in and then...
Tomorrow.
Fuck.
Well, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
This is one lie you're going to have to tell.
Oh.
Actually, I'll have a few.
Yeah. Damn it. Tomorrow's gonna be a bad day for Simmons, man. Woo! All of our shit finally came together. All of our little storylines. Because, like, again, like I said earlier, it was like everybody is working on the same puzzle, but they, like, started from different corners with different pieces. Like, they're all working towards the same goal, but they can't see what the other person is working on exactly. But then they're like, oh shit, our piece is connected. Hey, you're working on this too? Yeah, how about we stop doing this other shit and help each other fix this and finish this puzzle. And that's where we're at. Like, obviously there's this Watch Dogs thing. There's still this overarching kind of looming threat for the Inhumans kind of picking up. Not even picking up, just kind of, well, continuing what was left off at the end of the last season. You know, they were established as a threat then, and that's just kind of grown and grown and grown. now that S.H.I.E.L.D. has done registrations and gone public with the Inhuman Act and all that kind of shit, you know, they're now got people within the government, within S.H.I.E.L.D. or whoever, who has access to this list that has allowed them to get access to this. I thought it was going to be the senator that we saw, that they were going to be the ones. Obviously, they're working with someone, and they are kind of putting forth this kind of anti-Inhuman narrative out on the news whenever they're being interviewed and stuff like that. I assume they were tied into the Watchdogs, and maybe they still are. They probably still are. You know, they still talked about how they're getting funding, they're going global, they're getting more advanced. So that's probably an avenue there, but they were actually getting into the S.H.I.E.L.D. system, not through their access, but through James and his tracking device. Daisy, who, after everything, her withdrawals with Hive, her own, like, guilt from being swayed and then doing the things that she did, she took a lot of that frustration, a lot of that guilt, and turned it in, and is trying to turn it into good, you know, something for their people. James kind of went the entire other direction. His internalized hatred and guilt is being redirected at his people. As much as he wanted to be an Inhuman, he wanted the powers, the gifts, Jiaying judged him not worthy of being given those powers. So on top of that, they never accepted him until Hive came knocking at his door. And at that point, it wasn't really even a choice of his. It was something that just happened. It's like, hey, here, this is what you wanted. It was forced upon him in a way. And then he was swayed. In his world, he has only ever been, like, kicked to the side and used and abused by Inhumans, despite being an Inhuman. So he's found that and taken that the other way and sided with the Watchdogs to help execute them all. That is an extreme measure. That is an extreme level of self-hatred. And we've seen that in history. We have seen people side with the enemy, assist in the genocide of their own people because maybe it'll get them through the day. Maybe it'll get them on the other side of it. Maybe they think they are one of the good ones or something of the sort. Whatever it be, you always find some people that, like, hate what they are so much that they do fall into these pits sometimes. I knew something felt weird about that scene with him drawing her into that storage unit. At least, like, the way that the feeling, like the air felt when we went there and he was just kind of fiddling with his keys, wasting time, opening it. I thought maybe I was just giving us time to hear their conversation, Simmons and Daisy. I didn't expect him to be working with the Watchdogs. I thought maybe he was like, okay, well, shit, now my tracker's off, I can be free. Maybe he was going to, you know, I got some stuff locked up here, some fireworks or whatever. Maybe he was going to, like, smoke screen and make a run for it. Because now, at least with the tracker off, after Daisy blasting it off, I was thinking, okay, maybe he's going to blow them off, return to anonymity like he was living before, off the grid. Like, if we rewound to when we met him, like, it would make sense to me that he would just want to return to that life away from everybody. You know, nobody liked me. I didn't really like anybody, so I just lived out there all on my own. And, you know, having somebody constantly knowing his every location, definitely not something I think he would be too into. But no, it turned out he was just killing time, stalling, because he called the Watchdogs. Like, hey, I got the infamous Quake here. Come get her. Oh, my God. Ah, man. And I thought, I don't know, man. The whole story with the guy and the cigarette, too, it was just a nice little, like, hook, line, and sinker to pull us in and kind of sympathize with him for a minute. The fact that all this is, too, centering around the Darkhold, not the Watchdog stuff, but, like, the main storyline, is still wild to me. And that there's still this technology aspect of it, and it's what killed them. And it was this quantum whatever the fuck went off and blew up and turned them into these specters, or at least killed them. And it was made using knowledge from the Darkhold. And this is where I think, and at least I'm willing to bet, that it is this blend of technology and the supernatural. Not that the supernatural doesn't exist, because obviously that is still in question here. We had a nice little debate between, not even debate, just like questions being posed on what we think is going on right now between Coulson and Mack. He's like, hey, I believe in God, so by definition, I should believe in the other thing then, right? that has to be possible. He's the one that posited the ghost theory to begin with, because they don't have a better explanation for it right now. And then Coulson's like, hey, in my experience, all these gods just turn out to be aliens. So like they're always looking for like what's really going on here. And what stance is this show going to take on that? As we know, like around this point, the MCU itself was starting to dabble in the actual supernatural and the quantum physics of it all. Like even like Strange's magic has quantum elements to it in a way. Again, a lot of these things all kind of coalesce and have a lot of Venn diagram crossover in certain aspects, and this may be one of those. And much like with the Ghostbusters, you know, there is an afterlife, there are specters, there are ghosts, demons, all these things, but they are still able to use technology to counteract and fight back against them. You know, they were contained in these units. They were like locked away with this technology, with these glyphs and these things. There is this blend of it, this marriage of the two. I don't know, I'm still just got questions. But the way that this roped in Coulson as they're tracking down leads on the only thing that they got about what's going on that has led them to this company, that has led them to Robbie's uncle, which had them converge because we learned that he might have information there. And it just, all these paths, fate, destiny, the strings of whatever is going on here, some higher power is forcing them all together. And then also Daisy showing up at Simmons to get one medical aid, and then also her assistance in hacking the registration list herself, because she knows that that's being used. All these things are pointing us into this direction. We had to take a moment here because they got that alert about James being targeted, so they had to take a little bit of a detour, and they got Robbie on their side. It's like, hey, I help you, you help me, blah, blah, blah. And all of it just collided, and it was wonderful, man. And then May in a recovery, and them using this as like a beta test, early access to work out all the kinks with Ada, by putting her up to the test and having her triage May, give her tests and interact. And the way that she's programmed to not lie, but she also doesn't understand why they don't, which is good, at least, that we've seen like when Coulson and Simmons met her here towards the end, that despite that conversation about lying and it being good or useful and not innately bad, she still isn't lying. You know, she understands why they won't, but at least it's like giving me at least some kind of hope that she's not going to learn to the point where she overrides her own directives. Because we do see stories like that where that does tend to kind of eventually lead to the AI challenging its directive or finding a loophole in its directive to allow for it to break it in a way. And that didn't seem to happen. So like she's still just being as forthright as she was with May, when she was like, hey, most of me's from China, when she understood her Chinese. And he was like, it's because she's from Canada, blah, blah, blah. She's all over the place, army brat, knows all kinds of languages. He's covered for her so fast. And the whole hands thing. But Simmons instantly knew, because I fell for it, like right in the moment when she walked in. She was like, so I see why you've been hanging out here all the time. There's this pretty lady over here. I thought it was going to lead into this whole like, oh no, she's going to, after all of this, them getting this apartment, them saying I love you, all these little steps forward. I was so scared for a second that we were going to get like, oh, you're just spending time here because she's so hot or whatever. I don't know. I thought that was going to be honest. She did say hey, she is beautiful, but she's definitely a robot. She didn't even think that at all about him. And he was even trying to cover his tracks. He's like, of course I know she's an android. He's like, you do know. She did hit him with that, like, you do know she's an android, right? And he's like, of course I know. I don't work on her. Oh my God, that was so good. Such a great subversion of expectations because it was set up so nicely to fall into the pit traps of every other source of media that I have ever, so as a point of reference. Like, they knew exactly what I think a lot of the audience was going to be thinking at that moment and knew how to just like, whoop, nope. God, that was so good. It just, yeah, she knew exactly what was going on. Like the moment that conversation started to sputter out of control there. Coulson had no idea. He took it all. Coulson in this episode, also really great. His reunion though with Daisy was bittersweet as all hell. Because obviously he's still really hurt about her decision and everything that's been going on since, and this is what brought them together. Like, he was upset, throwing the pad on the ground, like, hey, this is what we're here for, this is what we got to do to get you to even be around here, whatever, so be it. Like, he was so hurt, and so done. I mean, it's all on Daisy now. And I like that Simmons called her out on it. You can't just keep doing this, using us for all these things and then just running around like whatever. It doesn't even matter. It's not fair. It's really not. You know, it's in a lighter way, echoing what Fitz said in the last episode as well. I don't know, man. But yeah, seeing James go toe-to-toe, not even toe-to-toe, get his ass whooped by the rider was great. God, I completely forgot that they were all heading towards James. So when he grabbed the chain and lit it up like he does with his little gambit powers, I was like, that's like the Ghost Rider. And then he goes to whip it, and that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, he's gonna catch it, and he got it. And he was like, God, that's cool. That's what I do. Give me that. And then he was like, oh, that's cute. You don't know who you're messing with. And he was like, no, I think you don't know who you're messing with. And I don't like that at all. Like, two fire dudes in a fucking fireworks shop was a nice touch. Anyway, this was a great episode, man. I know we're only 4 episodes in, but this is my favorite episode of the season so far, man. So good. So many fun stuff, man. So much fun stuff. Our guy is woken up from his coma because his wife showed up to jolt him awake from it because she needs that intel. I'm wondering how he's going to react to all of this. Oh, what really happened? You know, like I want to know so much more about what's going on, and I'm sure we will get around to it. But anyway, that's about all I got for this one, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Share, Your Course God, Robert Angriano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.